Those are the numbers: 940,212 cases, coronavirus cases in the country as a stand. Then you break it province by province. In Gauteng, 259,962 cases that have been reported in that province. Let's go down to the Western Cape. 180,177 cases. Remember, the Western Cape at one point was I want to call it the hot zone, but that is where we thought that COVID-19 cases, most of them began, as far as there's huge numbers there. And apparently the second surge is expected in the Western Cape sometime next week after Christmas. Let's move on. KwaZulu-Natal, 162,680 cases in that province. Again, one of the four provinces that were seen as hotbeds for COVID-19 infections. The Free State, 60,805 cases they currently have reported. In the Eastern Cape, 161,186 cases. Now, the Eastern Cape and the Western Cape, as well as KwaZulu-Natal, have been quite topical. We've seen the Minister of Health visiting, in particular, the Eastern and Western Cape. As you saw in the stories we ran today, the beaches in those provinces, being the Western and Eastern Cape, closed because the fear of the continued spread of COVID-19. So we'll always keep an eye on that. Let's move on now. I think we're going to go to Mpumalanga, 33,493 cases reported there. And then Limpopo, 20,519 cases. And last but not least, the Northern Cape. In fact, we still have the Northwest, apologies. Northern Cape, 24,300 cases reported in that province. And then in the Northwest province, 37,090 cases reported there. Now, let's look at the active cases currently in the country. Now, these are the numbers, these are the concerns of the active cases, the cases we currently have. So, yes, we speak about the number of cases reported. Coronavirus cases, 940,000 is where we began. The active cases are 106,725, combined from, cumulative numbers from all the provinces. And the recovered numbers, I think we're going to have now, yes, 808,241. A lot of people's looking at this number saying, look, as compared to the 940 cases we have, 808,000 recorded, one is safe because the percentage is low of fatalities. But as I've always tried to bang in at home, you do not want to be that 7 or 8% who actually goes to the next graphic, the numbers, this number here of deaths. These are the numbers that should shock you if you still believe COVID-19 is not around, or is a myth, if you want to call it that, or as Donald Trump would call it, or he calls it something else. Anyway, 25,246,000 deaths. The Eastern Cape, as you can see there, 6,359 deaths, leading with numbers. The Western Cape second with that graph, 5,719. Gauteng, 5,226 deaths of COVID-19. We go to KwaZulu-Natal, 3,703. We move over to the Free State. As you can see there were 2,139. Then we go to Mpumalanga, 624. That's Limpopo with 533. But the Northwest Province is 571. And then the Northern Cape, they've got the least numbers of COVID-19 on 372. And once again, you do not want to be counted in that stat. So please take care. Do what you're supposed to do. Sanitize, wear your face mask this holiday. If you do not need to go out, stay at home and adhere to the protocols as net out by the South African National Health Department. Let's take a quick break. Stay with us on SA Today. More news. And as I said, we'll try and bring some background on that.